He betrayed me on our wedding day at the wedding, when the couple was exchanging vows. Sebastian suddenly spoke up. Mila, the truth is, the person I really want to marry is Vivian. Last night, she cried her heart out, saying she couldn't live without me, begging me to stay with her. I was soft-hearted, so in our wedding bed, I slept with her. We grew up together. If my parents hadn't objected, I would have married her long ago. We can continue with the wedding, but I want to transfer all our joint assets to Vivian's name. You're lucky you have wealth and a family that loves you. But Vivian has nothing. She only has me. Even if I marry you, I can't abandon her. I froze, unable to believe my ears. Years ago when the Foster family went bankrupt, it was my family, the Rivers, who emptied our coffers to help them rise again. How sincere our feelings had been back then, how sweet his promises had sounded, all of it was now overturned by these few sentences. At that moment, Vivian walked onto the stage and gripped my hand tightly. Nah, I shouldn't be saying this at a time like this, but love can be forced. Sebastian and I share true love. Sebastian's face turned cold as he pulled her into his arms. Don't be afraid. If she doesn't agree, we won't go through with this wedding. I laughed bitterly in my rage. What a coincidence. Last night, someone also told me they couldn't live without me and begged me not to get married. Sebastian glanced at me and laughed mockingly. Mila, don't make such pathetic jokes. You're not the type to cheat. He was right, I didn't cheat in the end. But my loyalty to my partner now made me look like a complete fool. I stared daggers at Vivian Foster. She was Sebastian's adopted sister. At this moment, leaning against Sebastian, she looked fragile and pitiful. Once upon a time, I'd also thought she was pitiful. Bang! I hurled my bouquet into Vivian's face. Petals scattered everywhere, and her face was scratched, leaving visible marks. Sebastian's expression instantly turned dark and terrifying. Mila Rivers, what the hell is wrong with you? I laughed a laugh that sounded like crying. Vivian, haven't I been good enough to you? You wanted a limited edition bag, so I cancelled my work and flew to Paris to buy it for you. You said you wanted to study acting, so I spent money networking for you, drinking until I had a bleeding stomach. Whatever you wanted, I gave you. Sebastian said he only saw you as a sister, so I loved you like my own sister. I was even planning to hand my bouquet directly to you, just hoping you'd find happiness. I've been so good to you, why would you destroy my happiness? Vivian's eyes reddened, and she began to explain tremulously. Mila, I'm sorry. I don't have your privileged background. I'm just the Foster family's adopted daughter. I have low self-esteem. I'm oversensitive. I didn't know Sebastian felt this way about me. She dropped to her knees with a thud and began slapping herself. Not until you two were about to get married did I have the courage to live for myself once. If you want to blame someone, blame me. Don't blame Sebastian, he's innocent. Sebastian scooped her up in his arms and glared at me furiously. Apologize to her, Mila. I want you to post an apology to her on social media by tomorrow. She did something wrong, why should I apologize? A sour feeling surged up my throat in waves. Only then did I realize I could barely stand.